Hi everyone, today we are giving you some design tips. So I'm going to talk about how I do that process and give you some tips for designing a garden because I'm here. We're at the very beginning of installing this full sun garden. I'm here in Connecticut Zone 6B, by the way. And actually, if you want to see the whole process and the installation itself, you can see that in another video, which we put out last week. So we'll be sure to give you a link on that. So we're going to go through design steps and I will show you again a little bit of the process and definitely the before and after. The best gardens come with a well-planned and thought-out design. And another reason for that is when you go to the nursery and you have a budget for plants, typically people buy everything that's flowering, really in bloom at the time, and you want seasonal interest. So we've added a lot of seasonal interest to this garden here. You can see we have some grasses that are going to be fantastic in the fall. We have some bee balm or monarda that's coming into its own and flowering pretty soon. So that'll be our midsummer. We have our 9-bark, which is going to really extend our seasonal interest with the leaves and the flowers. Has some beautiful foliage here. And also this nice coral bark maple here, also going to extend our interest with the bark color, the leaf, and the shape. So that's going to give us some interest right through winter, spring, summer, and fall. Okay, so we definitely want to think about color. So consistency, color. This client likes a lot of bright foliage and color. So you're not only getting your color from your flowers, but also from your foliage. And then of course we want to think about texture. This is also just as important. So I want to show you with these 3 plants right here, how much texture we're bringing into the garden. So we have this beautiful grass here. This is Panicum Prairie Winds Cheyenne Sky. And then I have this Abelia, which is Kaleidoscope. And last but not least, we have to have a look at the 9-bark. So this is Amber Jubilee. Another big tip when you're designing a garden bed is to look at the other plants, shrubs and trees that are already in the yard that you really love. So you want to try to aim for some consistency. So for this garden design here, we were looking at some other colors. We wanted to bring in a little bit of gold, a little bit of burgundy, because our client loves a lot of color. And we also want to coordinate with the colors of the house. So you can see it's a beautiful historic home, but it's got some green, some burgundy, and some beiges in it. So I just wanted to give you a close-up of that because it's definitely something you should be thinking about as part of your design.